Hi there, welcome to the weekly AVAX Avalanche session. So, uh, we're looking at the weekly chart of AVAX, and before getting into the details as to which stage it is at, as always, these sessions are for education research purpose only and not financial advice. Your comments are very welcome, so feel free to discuss your views in the comment section. So back to AVAX. We've talked about it has been declining from the buying climax and second test for many weeks now. It's almost 12 weeks since January. So we are kind of seeing a little bit of flat pattern over here. It can be a sign of a selling climax formed. So if I were to move this preliminary support tag over here, and then eventually a selling climax, so there may still be a couple of red bars coming. However, this may be the period because the volume is going down as well. So also this accumulation cycle that happened between 2022 to end of 2023, it's roughly within this range as well. So I guess it may be kind of unlikely to get to the level of 2020. It's not zero possibility, but it's not likely. So we'll observe closely how this evolves. However, it looks like the new accumulation cycle has kind of started already for Avalanche. Let's look at the monthly. Monthly bars pretty much coming down. Then you see like long bars, short bars, and then a mix of short red and green candles. That's kind of like the end of the fall. So let's see, when do we see the very first green candle on the monthly. That would possibly confirm the selling climax. However, selling climax is not the lowest. There can be second test and spring that can go even lower. So be careful with that. And in terms of daily, it's still within the downward flag in terms of candlesticks pattern. It has been within the long-term playground zone, and it's been trading within the lower half for since early February. So there is not a lot of surprises so far. It's still within here, and once it hits the upper boundary of this downward playground zone or downward flag extended from these peaks back in January, it's got like a rebound and sliding a bit downward. So if this continues, the best case scenario, if it continues to go downwards, is it follows this less steep slope and test this lower boundary of the white box. That's around $10.35, within around that range. That's a kind of much stronger support when we take reference from whatever happened in earlier years, those bottoms. However, it can go steep and go straight down to test this level in a shorter time. So be careful. If it breaks out like what it did here in the last accumulation cycle, then the first resistance line would be $26.90 or $27 roughly. That's when it first did the automatic rally, and then it comes back down as a second test, and then eventually finish the accumulation cycle and return to the buying climax. So this time, let's see if This were the selling climax, and this is the automatic rally. Not that I see it in the weekly chart. So if I do it this way, this seems to be too weak of a rally. If this is a selling climax, however, it's not impossible, though. If you look at this, there are like two dips as well with an actual rally over here. So I'm more intended to say this is still within the selling climax, and we're yet to see an automatic rally. So I'll keep my view this way for now. So that's pretty much it for Avalanche. I'll move on to Link.